What's going on, YouTube? This is Power Tycoon here to talk to you guys about the Wii U and kind of my take on it. Now, first off, let's get this out of the way. The Wii U, the name, I can see why they went with that. It makes sense. Do I like it? No. Do I think it's stupid? Yes. Alright, but still, it gets the point across. It's they weren't gonna get rid of the Wii name because the Wii name is such a powerful name. Like, it's just so popular. Why would they get rid of it? See, I was kind of hoping they go with something different, but here we're stuck with the Wii U, or Wii Ultra as ECC likes to call it. I'll just go ahead and call it that because it sounds cooler. But, and the U part, obviously, Nintendo explained in the conference, it's more about you and this controller that they're showing. Kind of, just the console in general, it looks like it's bringing every kind of gamer together, no matter what kind of gamer you are. If you're a hardcore gamer, the controller has the dual analog layout, has the diamond buttons, the D-pad, 4 shoulder buttons. Like, it has your standard controller components. And so far, everyone that played with it said the controller is actually surprisingly comfortable and lightweight. And that makes sense because it doesn't have to have all the hardware components in it. You know, it's just streaming from the console directly to the controller, which is probably why there's only one controller per console. I'll get into that later. But the controller, dual analog, you know, the 4 shoulders, diamond button layout, D-pad, like, it's all there. All your standard controller stuff is there. Now, a lot of people on the internet have been saying, you know, the placement of the dual analogs, and for you hardcore gamers that love to play first-person shooters with dual analog, think about it. That'd be more comfortable to play with both of them up here as opposed to down here where your thumbs are kind of at a awkward angle on PS3 or 360 where one's up here comfortably and one's kind of down here. Because most of the time for first-person shooters, you know, you're running with your left and you're changing the camera with your right, and you're just shooting with the trigger. So most of the time you're using about like just dual analogs and a trigger, and this controller has the perfect layout, for the perfect dual analog layout for those of you that like to play shooters like that. Now for other games it'd be more weird, but still. The controller has this standard hardcore, you know, buttons, analog, it's there. That is there. Now, obviously, third-party support is there because they announced games like Darksiders 2 is going to be on it, and Batman Arkham City, and EA came on and said they're going to take this thing seriously. They showed Madden, which actually looks pretty cool on it, because let's face it, Madden's been like stale for a while now. But this looks like it'll actually switch it up and be worth the purchase, where, you know, you have your plays right there and you can draw them out. Like, that was cool. So the third-party support is definitely coming to the Wii U, which is basically the main complaint of the Wii, was that it really didn't have all that third-party support that the 360 and PS3 were getting. Well, now it's going to be on the Wii U on top of Nintendo's first party. And so the games are definitely there. They're definitely going to be there. Now, the power's obviously there. It's a next-gen console. It's going to be more powerful than PS3 and 360. How much more powerful? I hear significantly. So, it is a next-gen console. The power's there, which is also another thing to grab those hardcore gamers in. Now, for the casual crowd, it still has... You can still use Wiimote and nunchucks, and basically anything as far as the Wii goes, you can use it for the Wii U. If you still want to play first-person shooters with your motion controls, that's there. If you still want to do Wii Fit stuff, it's there. Like, I mean, and the controller has the gyroscope and accelerometer, and they were showing some games with that, and that looked interesting. So, the motion controls of the Wii are still here, on top of the gyroscope and accelerometer stuff going on with the Wii U tablet controller itself. That's there. Now, another thing they're bringing in is kind of the app gamers, kind of like the gamers that just play on their smartphones or their tablets. they're bringing that in too. I mean, they didn't go show too much stuff for it, but when they were kind of showing that like checker looking thing on the tablet, you know, two people were playing that, and then they like, I mean, and that, I think that opens the door for tablet app gaming stuff. I mean, everything, at least has potential for that. So everything is here, no matter what kind of gamer you are. This thing has everything on it, basically. And I think that's what Nintendo's goal was to bring all those gamers in on this console, which hence, you know, the Wii U, hence Project Cafe, the name, a place where everyone comes together, right? It makes sense. So, I don't know, it looked really interesting. The possibilities are just ridiculous. And the third parties, when they showed the third-party developers, you know, they had different interviews with all these third parties, they were all really excited for this console. They liked the power behind it. They liked the controller. They liked how it's so open-ended, how they're not limited, like, in any way, basically. They can do whatever they want with the console, pretty much. And that got them excited. And it just looks really good. The graphical capabilities of this, they look good too. I mean, I don't sit there and stare at a freaking TV screen all day, so I really couldn't. I don't know. I for one couldn't really see too much of a leap forward from PS3 360. That's because of my untrained eye, but still, I mean, I could tell it was better. And they showed off a little kind of tech demo with the bird and the Japanese scenery, and it looked awesome. It really did. It was very crisp, clear, very, very detailed. And I was kind of impressed. I mean, it's tech demo, so of course it's going to look good, right? And then when they showed the Zelda demo in HD, it finally gave all those Zelda fanboys what they wanted. It looked awesome. It's shaping up to be a really good console that's bringing everything together. And I think that is awesome. That's the true goal. And really, I mean, when you really, really think about it, you'd have to be a fanboy to not be somewhat excited for this. You have to be like just a die-hard Sony fan, a die-hard Microsoft fan, to not feel some sort of excitement for this console. At least that's my take on it. Alright, back to the controller and the console, and the rumors that controllers won't be sold separately. Well, think about it. The console is streaming to the controller, and that probably takes quite a bit of power right there. Honestly, don't take my word for this. Honestly, I don't think the console itself is powerful enough to stream to 4 of those controllers, which have, what they say, 720p display on them. I don't remember exactly, but it was pretty crisp display on the controller. And for the console to be streaming content to each of those controllers, which could be each doing random different things, I don't know. I don't see it happening, which is why one console, one controller. Yeah. I don't know. This video is running on too long. I need to make this shit shorter. But the console looks really good. I am excited for it. Nintendo is really trying to bring everyone together, and that's amazing. It looks like it has the potential to do it. If you're not excited for this, you're a diehard fanboy. That's just the case. I really think so. Anyways, Proud Talking, out.